Hello, welcome to episode 4 of the Not of My Lifetime podcast. We are back so far, almost at another international break. Thank God, we're almost there.
Last one.
And I'm here with Alex and Dan. Right, boys?
How are we, mate? You okay?
Good evening.
Good. Almost there to the run-in. The rest of non-stop games that end up ruining our mental health. But oh well, there we are. That's what we do every year.
You know what? I'm not going to lie. I haven't watched a single minute, and I probably won't watch a single minute tonight either. I've been so busy. It's been nice to have a weekend, essentially, with no football.
Yeah, it's been nice.
Went away with the other half over the weekend. Went to a gig last night, and I've had no worries of being annoyed because City have lost. So it's been all right.
Do you not miss the stress, though?
Not really. No.
I always miss football, no matter what sense. I miss the stress. I miss the emotion. When you've got a free weekend with not going to City, it feels like life's a bit empty.
Well, I don't know. It depends what you do with the weekend, I suppose. I just drunk myself silly Saturday night, recovered Sunday, and then last night went to a gig, recovered today, and then now I've got to prepare for what's to come in the next 10 weeks of football.
Roughly, yeah. Busy one.
Yeah. What about you, Luke? Have you been all right?
Yeah, good. Joe, I'm the same as you. I've been like, thank God, I haven't got to worry about City until Sunday. Nice, black before. Never before end, just stress and big games and that kind of stuff. And I just wish that it wasn't Arsenal. That was the first game back. What could be a nice, simple game that gets into it? Nope, Arsenal. So, okay,
I think
cheers
it's
for that.
The perfect game.
In a way, yeah.
The best game for us after a break. Get all the squad back together. Just start off perfectly. Yeah. Hopefully.
Before we discuss that, obviously further, we'll talk about England and because I might as well. Before with the Euros down the line, I'm sure we'll discuss that when the Euros happens as well. But bloody hell, man! I know Alex hasn't watched any of the game. I watched a little bit and turned it off. How boring it was! It's just how have we got the best squad I think I've ever seen? I'm not counting Gerrard's goal. I'm not counting that at all. That was awful. It was just talent, but no actual team. This is the best team I've seen in terms of players in my lifetime. And we're playing like this because the manager who's so incompetent at playing football.
He's like a negative manager, that's why. It's just boring. I don't know whether maybe us three being City fans, we're ridiculously spoiled because of who we've got as a manager and the football we play 9 weeks out of 10. And then we look at a manager who tries to copy that with players who are clearly talented, but it doesn't work. But you're also looking at a manager for England who doesn't think Phil Foden's good enough to play for England, and he's openly said that he shouldn't be. He should do more. And I'm like thinking, you're deluded. He's absolutely deluded. Phil Foden is one of England's best players, and yet he says that. Yet he will publicly defend players like Jordan Henderson and pick him in a squad.
Honestly, of all the players, go on.
I was going to say, not just Jordan Henderson, who are players who are complete shite. There's also one who used to play for us as well, who now has gone to West Ham, and West Ham and West Ham fans who I know have said he's their worst ever signing. And yet, I know he's not been in this England squad, but it's the first one he's not been in since he was at Leeds. Yeah. Why is he picking him? Like I say, I know he didn't this time, but why was he? He's a delusional manager, and he's totally turned me against international football. I used to like it. I used to love watching England, and I used to. Don't get me wrong. I still want us to do well. I still want us to win things. And it'd be amazing if we were to win this upcoming tournament. It would be, imagine the beer for it. It'd be fantastic. But
brilliant!
I just think watching him and watching his football, it's so backwards. I'd rather watch Ten Hag's football than that.
Or Solskjaer's football.
yeah. just boring.
Yeah.
It's laboured. It's slow. It's defensive. There's no.
Those players must hate that. I'm sorry, they must absolutely think, what are we doing? There's no way they agree with that. I don't care how much PR England is defended by. I guarantee they're playing thinking, bloody hell, man. Can I play a bit of, not saying pet ball, but a bit more, Arteta style, something like that, a bit more oomph. Bit more, because those players, right, they are crying out for a manager like Guardiola or someone like that who can get in there and say, right, this is the system, this is how we're going to work. And it's going to make the Bellingham, Saka, and Fodens and that of this team, who are, for me, them three are the future of this team itself. Them three. Everyone else will be built out over time, but them three are like next 10 or so years, they're the three I'm thinking you're always in the team for me. Every game, three of them. And we're wasting them. Or he doesn't pick all three of them in one go. Like, we haven't seen a single game apart from maybe the Euro or the World Cup. We haven't seen all three of them together in their positions. How?
There's case rested.
Yeah.
What do you think, Danny? What are you saying about it?
I agree with both of you. I just want to go back to what you were saying about Phillips. Like, in fairness to him, he was injured for a lot of the time when we had him.
I know.
And obviously, he is a good player. He's just going through a bit of a hard patch right now. He's struggling to find his form, and obviously, it's not working well for him at West Ham. Unfortunately for him, because he was obviously a good player for Leeds.
Do you think that's just his level, though?
I don't think he's not a Champions League player, is he?
That's what I mean. So he's like Leeds, where you're fighting relegation, I guess, is realistic.
In terms of signing him, he's probably there with Rodwell and Sinclair, isn't he?
God, that's a throwback. Well, yeah, that's a throwback. Jesus.
Like in the summer where we should have been signing superstars, we just bought someone local.
How's Van Persie right there? We didn't get him. Honestly, we should got them two. Or exactly. Them two, please. No one else. No.
That's what I was thinking. But with England, like you said before, with us being City fans, going back to watching England doesn't do anything for me. I was having this discussion with people before. If you support a lower league team, I completely understand like being passionate for the country and everything. But when you've got Southgate as manager playing the football that he's playing, there's nothing to get excited about, especially if you support a higher quality team. Like if you put City against the England squad.
Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's my entire point. I think, Luke, you're the same as well. I think you've asked me that before. I
want to give him credit, though. Now, not recently, but for where we were. Because where we were, when he took over from Sam Allardyce after one game and Hodgson, we were in the pits. We were the worst thing I've ever seen ever in my lifetime. Going out of the World Cup 2014, the group stages, Euros to Iceland. Look, credit where it's due. Yeah. He's done a great job to turn this culture around. The problem is he's outstayed as well now. He's done a bloody good. If he had left, I think after the Euro final, fair enough. Because then, all right, it was a shame, but at least you could move forward. Say, right, okay, as far as you've done, now we'll get someone in to replace him. That World Cup recently should have been a different man, a better one. Should have been a better one. There, ready to take us into that World Cup to go on and try and. So I think that World Cup should have been really a win for us there. That's my
should have won. Especially going France, 1-0 up for so many minutes.
They're awful. I mean, I don't care what you people say. France were carried by Mbappé at the tournament, and obviously Griezmann as well. It was good as well for them, and Giroud where we need to be. That was our best chance we've had to win a World Cup probably ever since obviously Russia as well. It's quite. It just feels like the FA are just holding on with dear hope that he'll just turn it. He'll come. But you're wasting tournaments now. Like if this Euros, this Euros, then he should be sacked anyway.
I think he will. Like, I think he'll go regardless.
I don't think he'll stay, no matter what the outcome.
Yeah, exactly. I think whether we win it or whether we go out in the group stage, I think he's gone. I think it will come either the news before or during this tournament. He will say, after this, I'm out. I'm fine. Yeah. But that leads us on quite nicely to a question that I've been given today, which is, so this, you two can answer this. I'll stay out of this one. How far do you realistically think England will get in the Euros? And if you would make any changes, what would you make, excluding the manager?
No. Yeah. All right. Danny, you can start as one. I'll see your point of view first. We'll do one.
Well, manager's the first thing, isn't it? That's the obvious one.
That's why I said excluding manager.
Well, I wouldn't set it up so defensively. I wouldn't play two holding midfielders, just the one being Rice.
Yep.
I wouldn't play Kane so deep. Like, he's playing up front, but he comes into midfield, doesn't he, for England?
Yeah.
So he's behind the play too often. I don't know what else I'd change. I wouldn't play Maguire for a start. He's only playing for United because of injuries, isn't he? So I don't know who England's best defence would be. You'd build it around Stones, wouldn't you?
I think I've got a team in mind that I would play every game, just a tournament. Maybe if already through a couple of players to rotate it, give them a chance. But if I'm going for an England team right now, I mean, look, keeper wise, we're kind of screwed there because none of them are stand to me as world class anyway. Pickford is good at best, but he ain't world class. Pope's been injured. Pope plays a bit hit and miss as well. It's like Ramsdale to say there's some good keepers in there, but it's not like a stand-up position, is it, for us? It's a position I'll say we need to get someone in there who's going to be a top-level keeper in the future. So I'm probably going to pick them because obviously he's been number one for a good few years. He's done a good job anyway, so I can't fault him. For not for being crap. He's been good and done a lot of good saves, obviously, occasionally even in shootouts and that. So I'll give him credit. He's number one keeper for me.
Right back, had a lot of good moments for England, better than for Everton.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't think we could pick a better number one out of the options.
No, I agree. I think the right back for me, I'm looking at it, and we've got Lola anyway. I think this is Kyle Walker's last tournament. This is the last one after he retired. So this tournament I'm going Kyle Walker, but next I'm going either Trent or Reece James if he's fit. That's the right back I'm going for because Trippier is probably going to be done as well. So Trent needs to be the guy going forward at this point because he should be because he's probably one of our best players technically. He should be in the team. I know he isn't, but he's it's Southgate for you, not sure, isn't it?
The only thing with Trent would be the defensive ability.
Yeah, I agree.
In a Southgate team, he relies on heavily defensive players, doesn't he? That's why Trent's not been playing.
It's a shame because
he won't really play unless you put him in midfield or if you have a different manager.
Yeah, I know that feeling. I think centre backs for me is Tomori and the Stones. It's them two. I think I like Ezri Konsa. I think he's good, but he's a good backup option. Lewis Dunk's good backup option. But if I look at it, Tomori and Stones are really maybe Bradley, but he's too young right now. I think Bradley maybe the World Cup for Bradley. The Euros maybe is this probably his breakout year for Everton. I want to give him another 2 years to develop, be a couple of teams before I start saying tournament lost a starter. But yeah, I mean I'm watching him, especially obviously at the game against Everton. He did really well. I was really impressed with how he, apart from Holland bodying it, he did well.
He reminds me a lot like Stones.
He does, yeah.
I think come the next tournament, he might play for City.
I think he will be. I think
there's a very good shout on that.
I would see him as a Stones replacement if anything happened to him.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think
ideally.
End of next season, one centre back's going to go, I think. Ake or something are going to be gone. something like that. And there'll be a Brentford option coming in. That'll be the summer though. A bit too soon to have another defender coming in. I don't really want to sure right now. I mean, maybe a right back and left back, but not centre back. That's fine for now, I think. But for me, for England, left backs, we've got literally no one good, really. Maybe Livramento, he's good for Newcastle, but he's very young. This is his first year back from injury. And like, do I really want to be playing him in the deep end for England right now? No. Chilwell and Shaw are too inconsistent, too hit and miss. I
feel really sorry for Chilwell because I thought when he was Leicester and he was quite young, I genuinely thought if we would have signed him then and he could have stayed clear of injury, he would have been the best English left back since Ashley Cole. Ooh. I really rated him. I thought he was class. And
injury.
I think injuries have killed his career. I think if he was injury free, because he's still relatively quite young.
Oh yeah,
and I think if he was injury free since his Leicester days when he went to Chelsea for big money as well, he'd have been right up there, Ashley Cole levels, right. Easy.
I agree.
For me, anyway.
This tournament, I'll go Chilwell because really we've got no one else really right. I mean, obviously there's some players coming through at academies and that, but I'm not putting Rico Lewis there either. I'm put up Chilwell. He's done it before, does a job. I'll deal with that for now. I think Rice has to be in there straight away. Can't have anyone else other than Rice, Bellingham, and Foden. That's who I'm playing midfield. I not on the wing. Stop that bullshit. It's midfield. He can't wing. I mean, maybe left wing. I'm going Grealish. Left wing. I agree. Rashford is one of them players, right? Where he's got some form, he's top level. I think he's great when he's on form. But let's be real right now, right? Apart from last season, the season before that, or before that, he's too hit and miss. He doesn't do it every year, and I can't have a player like him in that team who's just too hit and miss. He needs to be finding form at his age. It's too hit and miss to me, and I think he's a good player in there, but I think I'd rather give someone like Sancho a chance instead of Rashford or Gordon a chance.
That's a shout.
Anthony Gordon's great. Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, Sancho Dortmund's been pretty good. I know it's obviously just going about the game, but he's always been a good player. I feel like it's for me a fair bit. It was the wrong move to United that let him down. I think at Dortmund, you really see how good he is, especially with Bellingham and Haaland. Dortmund, he was really, really good. Then as a player, isn't it? I mean, for me, with on it at his best level, he came as good as like lots of Foden and Saka. If he's on level,
he's incredible.
But it's confidence to him. I'm like, maybe not this tournament, but in 2 years' time at the World Cup, if he's found his form again, I'll put him in the tournament. That. But for right now, definitely not. No.
Is he on loan at Dortmund?
On loan, but for me, he should move back there again. He should move back there again.
I think he probably will. He won't be at United, will he?
Oh God, no.
He's done. He's done there. So,
but yeah, carrying on. Grealish, Foden in the middle, Saka on the right. That's three. I'm coming forward as like a Toure style player to bomb forward in that position, and then obviously Harry Kane up front. That's the team right there. Like that's that team really should win the whole thing. If we're being realistically, like I don't say from Germany, but we can beat them teams. We definitely can beat these teams. We're not. I know we play crap football, but if we had the right style of football, we'd easily win these games. And I must be arrogant, but it's the truth from what I've seen. It's not like, obviously, I'm not saying we about everyone we play against, but I'm saying that we should be able to at least be in that conversation to win it every time in the tournament. Now we should. It's mentality of us being crap and going out the quarter shouldn't be the thing anymore. It should be the mentality to win all the time. That's how it should be. And that's where we need a manager. Like, I'm not saying Eddie Howe, but someone better than Southgate. You put that mentality and say, right, we're winning every game now. Even face. Win. Put a mentality to win, and you'll start to a difference in that entire squad. I don't know a bit of a ramble, but I see so much potential in this team. I want to back them. I love the team. I love them. I think it's great to see a team of England players that represent the country quite well. the first time in a long time. Like the fans and the players definitely have a lot more connection than they have in previous years. But for me, as I said, it's a manager. I know that's something I can't change because of the question. But that's the reality. That's holding us back. But
I did have another question anyway.
Go on.
And this is about the manager. If he was to go, what manager do you bring in? And for me, this question is probably as hard to answer as where City go after Pep.
I agree.
Maybe Pep goes to England.
That's a dream. For me, that's a dream.
Imagine.
He has said
I'll take it.
recently,
All right,
he'd love to do international coaches.
I think.
And he already knows a lot of England's players now through City.
Yeah.
I think he would definitely be up for it, but I just feel like if he has someone else before Pep, you know what I mean? I feel like we need a stopgap manager who's of a good level for at least 2 or 3 years if Pep at City for a bit longer.
I actually think Big Sam would have been all right at England if it.
He'd been all right, yeah.
If it didn't go the way that it did,
he might have been all right. Yeah, possibly.
If he wasn't crooked.
Yeah. God, that's a nightmare. that was the entire like that year. 2016 was a meme of the year for a England fan. Like Iceland going to Iceland, getting the big in, getting better.
Who was our manager then?
Hodgson.
When we went to Iceland. Hodgson.
Yeah, Hodgson was awful manager of England. Awful.
I lost my passion for England in the Portugal game in 2004.
Sven.
Yeah, I haven't cared for England as much since that game. I was only 10.
Yeah.
I think the game for me was probably Tunisia. We won 2-1. Like seeing the players, how they were that game. I know it was Tunisia, but the fact that they came back from adversity and fought hard to get that win and they beat Panama, I felt like there was something there finally after years of nothing. I know it weren't great overall, and to get to a semi in Southgate's first tournament was pretty good.
Yeah.
That's what I always say. The Euros he should have won by far. I mean, even the World Cup he should have got to the final, really.
Yeah.
But should woulda coulda. That's football for a nutshell. But that's what I mean. Like I'm not like this passionate. I want them to do well. Always do. Look, I know in the previous years I never supported them because I felt like the players just didn't care. So like, what should I care? They don't give a shit. That's what I always thought. But whereas now they care. Now I care. I mean, if the players are showing that mentality to want to do well, I'm sure they do. I'm sure they're angry that they can't play football that we want them to play. But it's just frustrating because we're at that point now where the nation really wants us to start winning, don't we? Like win. That's where we're at now. I think everyone, apart from like the odd people who just love mediocrity constantly, but they're weirdos. I just think we need. We'll end this point now and get on to the Arsenal game in a bit, but just finish off. We need someone like a Howe or someone like on that level who's better than Southgate and get the football a bit more to a high level. That's what I want now. I want a better manager who plays better football. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, fair enough. What about Gary O'Neill?
No.
It's weird, bro. People say no. I'm like, well, he's done all right at Wolves and Bournemouth.
Did all right at Bournemouth as well.
I wouldn't say right now. I'd say maybe in the future if he keeps getting better, he's moving to Europe, possibly.
I think if you want to aim for trophies with England, you need a manager who's won trophies.
Yeah, you do definitely.
Good shout.
And unfortunately, there aren't a lot of English managers who have won trophies.
I don't think there's any currently, is there?
I don't think so.
There's none.
Is there even a British manager who's won a trophy in recent? David Moyes, I suppose. But other than
David
Moyes, I don't think there's a British manager who's won anything of note.
No. To be fair, I think think Eddie Howe is probably the best option for England. And we were talking about that in the last episode as well. Eddie Howe's time at Newcastle was probably running short.
Yeah, I think he's the one I can see fit more than any other, because he has managed at a higher level than any other English manager so far. But
Champions League experience now as well.
Exactly. But it wouldn't necessarily... I mean, the only other way you could go about it is go for a non-English manager.
Yeah.
We've done that a couple of times in the last 20 years, haven't we? That's not gone too badly.
No. It's just that this is... I think this is definitely a competition that I'll definitely sort of get back to once the season's over, and then obviously England start getting close towards obviously tournaments or at least that. So it's more of a conversation about England, sort of just to get our thoughts on it right now. But I'm sure we'll have different points of view towards the Euros, the squad and all that. And
hope we're a bit more positive about it.
But until then, it's City, Arsenal on Saturday. The big one, I think, for me, is probably the biggest game of the season. For me,
Yeah.
Like, I don't care about Liverpool. It was a draw. This is the biggest game now, because I'm still seeing a lot of fans. I think we'll batter them, and I'm not so sure on it right now, because Arsenal aren't this team more mugs anymore. I think they're actually going to be quite up for it on Sunday.
Oh yeah, they'll be up for it. No doubt about it. I think we will be as well, though. I think we've got to be.
You will be.
We've got to be. We've got to have the Etihad's got to be rocking. It's got to be like it was for the derby. It's got to be like it was for Real Madrid. Yeah. It's got to be bouncy. It's got to be like it was for Arsenal last season. There's no more slacking now. We've got 10 games to go. 10 games in the league.
Yeah.
That's it.
This is it.
This season has just gone like that.
Just feels like last week we were in Istanbul.
You were.
Yeah, I was.
I was in Mexico, not Istanbul.
No, I think for me, I'm a little bit more cautious because obviously I know we did well against Newcastle to get the result. I was discussing with Alex after the game on that game. I'm just not going in there chest pumped yet. I need to see a bit more before I start saying chest pump. I need to see more from this team. I need to see everyone firing all cylinders. No more cocking about at the back. No more missed chances from Haaland. I need to see goals now, not just for once. Like I mentioned last year, find your form again. We can't keep doing this. Like, I know he's got 18 goals in the league, but I said before, should be way more than that.
I think he should.
I know it's mad me complaining about a player's top goal scorer right now, 18 goals in the league, but that's the standards he set from last year, and he's not good enough to do it again. So, as I said, we need to see the levels rise even more. And then we know Newcastle was definitely definitely improvement from what we've seen recently. That's not enough against Arsenal. It needs to be a high level. Everyone going at it 100%. I need to see whoever plays. I think for me, I'm playing Kovacic in midfield.
Yeah,
in the game.
100%.
It has to be Rodri, Collar, De Bruyne. That's the three midfielders. That's what I'm playing midfield, and maybe Bernardo on the right for a bit of pressure, or even it depends on what I think. Doku to be on the bench. I'm not playing him a start because
I wouldn't go with wingers of pace on against Arsenal. They'll tear us apart.
Grealish, maybe Foden on the right or something like that. I know it's not ideal, but we have to do it. Grealish, Foden, Haaland, De Bruyne behind. Just it has to be a controlled game. We can't let it be a match like ping. Otherwise, Arsenal will score goals past us. They will.
Do we know how De Bruyne is yet?
I think he's all right. I think we've got a fully fit squad, haven't we?
Yeah, we do.
Walker? He went off.
Yeah, Walker's all right.
He's fine. Yeah, he's fine.
It was in the press conference. I saw a quote from it that someone said that Kyle Walker won't play for England tonight, but City are really hopeful he'll be fit for Sunday. So it wasn't anywhere near as serious as they thought, which is good news.
Grealish will be back.
Grealish is back. De Bruyne is expected to be. In terms of Walker, though, I'm more concerned about. Would have been more concerned if he wasn't fit for the Real Madrid game against Vinicius. Yeah. I get is another talking point, but with the whole Walker situation, I'm not too concerned if he's not fit Sunday, because I think we have got other players that can do a job against Arsenal because they're not pacey up front. Whereas if he wasn't fit for Real Madrid, then I would be shitting it a little bit.
Martinelli,
I think for me, is he fit though? Is he fit?
Yeah.
He was pulled out conveniently, wasn't
he? Yeah. Well,
be fine.
As a Saka as well. So
yeah.
Trossard, he's quite quick.
He's good.
Trossard's a very underrated footballer.
Yeah, I would have liked us to buy him instead of Arsenal, to be honest.
Yeah, he'd have been good for us.
It has to be a control game. We can't go full pedal to metal. I know we want to, but I think for me, Arteta will have learned from last time. I think we're looking at it this year and the way they're playing last year, it's different. I wouldn't say it's as good going forward, but they're getting the goals now in the team, and they're playing better at the back as well. Obviously, Ramsdale and Mare, but I mean, it's Ramsdale. So I think overall, go on.
I was going to say, who are they going to play in goal? Raya or
Raya.
Ramsdale?
Raya, definitely. Raya's better. He is better than Ramsdale. I just feel like it's definitely going to be a battle as well of the defenses, because Haaland's got to press Saliba. Because that last game, they made out that he dominated Haaland the entire game, when he didn't. We see Haaland pressing Saliba and Gabriel. He's got to rough it, annoy the hell out of them, frustrate them.
Yeah.
Because when they're not going, especially Gabriel's, they're on the ropes. So it's got to be a game of frustration as well. A shithousery. It needs to. It's got to be, because they're a young team as well, and although they might seem that they've improved from last year, they can still have moments where their heads just go. So get in the Reds, rattle them up, and you won't see a difference. But
that's what I mean about the crowd as well.
Yeah.
If the fans get on it straight away from minute one, and I don't mean those shitty light shows and all this rubbish. That's for gigs and concerts. Get rid of them. But
I thought you loved them.
Yeah, at a gig, yeah, that's acceptable. But a football match, you may as well be. Oh, don't even get me started. Anyway, I just think
if we have a light show on Sunday, call it off.
Not serious.
Yeah, it's not serious. It's not serious having them.
If I'm Pet, I'm telling the club, put them off. This is serious business now. No more messing about this.
I was training on Friday. In a good mood for it.
Yeah.
Get him in there and say, no more fucking about. This is serious now. I want all three again. Is she saying?
Yeah.
I know it's not mental, but no mentality. Because
don't mind it against like semi-final against Arsenal, second leg semi-final of the Champions League on a Wednesday night.
Yeah,
that's kind of acceptable.
League game,
but a league game on a Sunday afternoon when it's going to be daylight anyway. What is the point?
Yeah.
So but the fans ignore that. Don't bother with all of that. And just get if the fans are behind us from minute one, and it's loud and it's raucous like it was against United, they'll shit themselves.
Yep, they will.
You know, everyone goes on about the Anfield atmosphere and teams going there and doing that. Why can't we be the team that does that as well?
Like last season, the Madrid newspapers were saying Etihad was the best atmosphere they've seen.
Yeah, exactly.
That it was intimidating, and being there, it was incredible.
It was unbelievable.
I'm happy the club have actually this week done the criteria that way. I know it's not necessarily good for someone like me to say, but I don't give a shit. I'd rather the fans who go everywhere go. Last season, the way they did it was stupid, ridiculous. Like they've got to have that level. You've got to have it in there. Look, as much as like for me, right, I'm not seeing to get older. I would rather the right people go. If I get one, cool. But I'd rather the fans that go every week get in there, because that's a big enough game that they deserve to be there. They should have tickets just taken away from them because of tourists. For me, it's how it should be. Anyway, But
I've said enough and had enough abuse on ticketing systems at City.
Yeah.
To put my neck on the line again.
Oh, yeah. There's some things you don't talk about on City Twitter. Stay away from it.
No, I'm not doing it again.
No. Let's learn last time.
Yes. But I think just get behind us. It's a big game. Once the team news is out, then for me it's always like, right, come on then. I've said in previous episodes, I don't get nervous for football matches. I'm always like, what will be, will be. And then the team news comes out an hour before. You start getting the little hints, don't you, for an hour and 15 minutes. And then it's like, and then you start getting build up. And I think just get it rocking again. Just get it rocking like it can be, like Real Madrid was last season, like United was this season, in a way like Liverpool was this season.
But I think the fans as well, especially I think Australia, are the same. One game at a time.
Yes.
Don't think about any games coming up. Forget Madrid. That isn't happening yet. Still
that'll be Pep's mentality as well. He won't be thinking about the next game after Arsenal. He'll just be focused on Arsenal right now.
One game
at
a
job
time.
done, and then next game, get that job done. Next game, every game's a cup final. Keep going that way.
It is.
Don't get carried away thinking that's going to happen.
Yeah,
just win each game as it comes.
Yeah,
that's what got us through last year. One game at a time. We got through it. We won the game for season and won it all. That's what we should be doing every season. And I'm not honestly, my brain is always on Arsenal. I don't care about that game. I'm like, that's not valid. Arsenal is the game where like win this game, then all of a sudden the team momentum goes up.
Yeah.
The tail's up, and we're on it. I just think we can't lose or draw. We can't.
Yeah, we've got so many big games coming up. Starting with one big game after the international break is the perfect way to get into this run of games. It will show us how we're going to do in it.
I think every game now is a big game, isn't it? I think it's at that point now where you're not quite at every game is must win. But Luke, I totally agree that the Arsenal game is must win.
Yes.
Because if we
I think
Arsenal,
every game is must win.
You think we're at that now already?
Yes. There's
too many mistakes
games coming up. Too many opportunities to slip up. If we lose that momentum once and let Arsenal and Liverpool get a few more points ahead,
I suppose, yeah.
I think every single game is a must-win. Cup final.
It makes you wonder though. That annoying run we went on, because look at the point difference. If we had just got some wins instead of draws, we're like way ahead right now. That's what annoys me.
Yeah.
Palace at home, Chelsea at home, Chelsea away, Liverpool at home, Liverpool away as well. I'm gonna say it.
Tottenham at home.
Arsenal away we were shite. I'm not counting that as a game.
And to be fair, I know I was joking about Wolves then. We were shite at Wolves as well. Wolves bossed us.
Yeah. So
and Villa away bossed us as well.
Yeah. Them three losses
Paris has a gun to your head.
But she's right there. Those losses for me were losses. So there was no bottom. We were absolutely useless at all three games. But the draws of what annoyed the hell out of me, because it's like we know we should have won most of them.
Weren't we leading in all of them?
But we were.
Yeah. Most of them.
I think every single game we've drawn this season, we were leading.
The one game that irritated me the most was Palace. That was a game my head went.
Ridiculous.
This season, we seem to be getting into a thing where we score and we just try and kill the game.
Score loads of goals, end the game 1-0. Cool, relax. I don't want 1-0, 2-0.
2-0 is too. But at the moment, it's just getting to 1 or 2-0 and just killing the game, saving energy, focus on the next game coming up. But
now it is. Yeah.
When we do that, we usually concede the first shot on target, don't we? And then it gets into a bit of a squeaky bum turn.
It's ridiculous.
I hate that. First shot, goal, yeah.
United at home was the same. Battered them for 10 minutes. Their first shot, which to be fair, was a bit of a screamer.
Wonder
But
goal.
That was a great shot, though. You can't dispute anything about that. We usually
no, you
concede
can't. But it's
worldies
still
at the Etihad.
well, in fairness, does that count as a shot on target? Because it hit the bar first.
No, it doesn't count, does it? If it's hit the.
No, we're fine.
You got away with that one.
All right. We're conceding shots that aren't on target.
Oh yeah, all right. Because you're the fantasy football expert of all of us, so you're the one who's supposed to know what they count as.
Well, you don't get points for shots on target,
don't you?
No,
I didn't even know that.
No, but I think as I learn it's this game and nothing else right now. That's what I'm always thinking about. Like, because if anyone is thinking about any other games, I'm like, you ain't serious. Because if you want to say every game is a serious game, there's no easy wins anymore. Even Luton at home is not easy win. It's not.
No, it's not.
Because they're fighting for their life.
If you're one of these morons thinking, "Oh, we'll win that one 5-0," you're a moron. If it happens, great.
Yeah.
But you got to take it as every game is hard. Because no one knows what happened.
Yeah, it's football. Anything can happen in football.
Exactly.
We could get absolutely torn apart by Arsenal and then batter Madrid. We don't know what's going to happen.
That's what we'll feel though. But that's what I mean. Like, it's like every game's a final, and that is what it needs to be. Look, because these podcasts are a way for us to discuss each game. I'm not even. That's why I didn't put a tough run in. I put Arsenal because the day, right? None of us can give a shit about Villa right now. The game after that, because it's not the next game. It's Arsenal, because if we're talking about winning 4 in a row, these are the kind of games where this team must step up and show itself. Because in the big games this year, apart from the derbies, have been awful.
Yeah, I've been in the top 6 side other than United.
Nope.
I know you can't.
No, we struggled against the top 6 this season.
Yeah, I know you can't really say that means anything, because I mean, if you look at last season, we only won 1 Champions League away game in the whole competition.
Yeah,
and still won it. And
but we didn't lose a single game in the Champions League.
But we didn't lose a single game in it. But
we drew the away legs and then drew Bayern and Madrid away, didn't we, in the home leg? So anything can happen in football.
Yeah, it can. I totally agree with both of you that it has to be one at a time. So Arsenal, get the job done. Then you can talk about the next one. Then the next one. Then the next one. You can only
all I'll say as well, though, I mean, the defence against Newcastle, was brilliant.
Yeah.
I've been asking about all season, and finally did it. It's been a standard every game. I've honestly watching this team at the back this year. It's been frustrating, because we all know we're better than that. We all know we should have our clean sheets have been disastrous this year. Like 14 is it overall, which is embarrassing. Our level of team, it is like look at the games that we've drawn or even won at 3-1 against Burnley at home. Goals like. All you got to do is just keep it simple and get a 3-0 win. Because I know we won the game still, but clean sheets, confidence-wise, it's brilliant.
The goal difference is huge as well.
I was about to say goal difference. How many times have we seen the league decided?
So we've got to
keep
a standards. We've got to keep it. So it's why, I mean, we'll do our team prediction before the end of the video. But who do you think will be the actual team on Sunday?
Oh, Edison.
Yeah. Is he fit? Yeah, he's fit, isn't he?
He's fit, yeah.
Edison, I don't agree.
For me.
Totally agree with that. But going back to Edison, though, I don't agree with anyone saying that Ortega's going to, Edison's going to struggle to get back in after how well Ortega did. That's nonsense, because Ortega's a decent backup, yes. But if you look at Ortega's kicking, he had that assist against Luton, but since then his kicking is pretty poor in comparison to Edison's.
Yeah,
just to
shot stopping.
Yeah, whose kicking ability is close to Edison?
I was just going to caveat it with that and say, but then Edison is the best in the world at that, and that kind of to me is if Ederson is fit, our entire system is play out from the back. It doesn't work without Ederson. So he's in every time. And maybe Ortega's shot stopping is slightly better. But I think Ortega has made Ederson's shot stopping better as well.
Yeah, they all help each other in training, don't they?
Yeah.
I don't disagree that Ederson will just walk into the team, because hands down he's probably the best keeper in the world for me. But Ortega, I'd said this to you a few times before, he's probably the best backup keeper in the league.
His shot stopping, definitely.
You can say Ramsdale or who else? Raya, but they don't know who the number one keeper is at Arsenal. So
that's the difference.
Who the backup is at Arsenal. So Ortega for me is the best backup we could have. He's a better all-around goalkeeper than Ederson, possibly. But
because of his shot stopping, yeah.
Yeah, but Ederson is up there, best keeper in the world for me. Top 3, maybe.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
So in defence, I'd say Walker, Stones, Diaz, Ake. That's an easy choice for me. Rodri, Kovacic in midfield, De Bruyne.
Yep.
And then the wing is when it gets tricky, isn't it?
Like,
we all know Pep's obsessed with Alvarez this season.
Surely not.
Well, for me, it'd be Foden on the right, Grealish on the left.
That's what I'll go for.
And then Haaland up front. If needed, bring Alvarez and Doku on later on.
If needed, yeah.
Or Bernardo.
And Bernardo. Yeah. Ideally, I'd use Bernardo for his energy, but at the moment, I think Kovacic is better in better form at the moment.
Kovacic has kicked back into gear again.
Yeah, he had a really good start at the season. Then he got that injury, didn't he? And he struggled to get back into it.
And he was woeful against Arsenal.
And then in the Newcastle game, I think he was the best
player
on the pitch by a mile.
Man, he was unbelievable. I mean, look, I know people say about Gavardio. Now, Gavardio was great. He was marshalling that left-hand side. In the times that he got in there, stuck in as well, I was really impressed with him. I thought, if the confidence-wise, I think next season he'll be one of the first choices next season. I think because he's really getting to that gear now where he's really starting to improve and more confident himself, which is great to see. And I think I want to see him and Diaz at the back one time to see how that works. I think it'll be great.
Yeah, we're still not really seeing him as centre back, have we?
No,
we got him at some point. I will at some point. Him and Diaz at the back will be class. Like a wall. So I think what we need is a good right back and a good left back, and then that's probably our back four. Sort of the next couple of years, I reckon. After that. But no, that's the team. I think all of us agree on that team there. That's I think the team we should play. Will Pep play it? Probably not. Someone else there.
He'll overthink something and play Haaland at centre half or something.
Haaland at centre half and Alvarez in goal.
Ederson up front.
He's do
a good job up front, I think, Ederson.
He's 4 goals, yeah, he'll bang him in.
I still need to see him take a penalty one day.
Yeah.
I wish we would. Right. I don't think we ever will, but I wish we would.
It needs to happen. It needs to happen one day.
Penalty shootout, Champions League final to win it.
Just for a laugh. If we're winning 5-0 or something and we get a penalty, just let Ederson have it. Just blow the other keeper into the net.
Predictions then. Predictions for Sunday.
It's going to be scrappy.
Yeah.
If we're gonna win, it's going to be like 2-1 or 3-2 or something like that.
Yeah. I was gonna say it'll be very similar to the United in 2012 title winning season at home. Like
the 1-0.
Yeah. Just 1-0. One moment of sheer brilliance, like it was from that corner, and that'll win it for me.
Yeah.
I don't know who for, but I think I totally agree with Danny that it'll be quite narrow. It'll be quite scrappy. But because
we play quite similar, don't we?
Yeah.
It'll be
I think it'll be 1 minute of 1 moment of brilliance, whether it's a Foden flick that goes to Haaland or a corner that was well worked or a free kick or something like that. I just think it'll be one moment. But I said exactly the same last season, and we ended up scoring after about 10 minutes with a moment of brilliance from Haaland to De Bruyne, and then we tore them to pieces.
Yeah, that goal from De Bruyne last season was amazing. He just passed it into the net, just looked effortless, didn't it?
Mate, he was on a different level that game. A different level.
Big game De Bruyne.
Well, this is a game where he rises.
He turns up, doesn't he? He's the player you rely on in the big moment.
Yeah.
And Rodri at the moment.
Yeah, Rodri.
But Haaland's got to step it up. And we can't keep just, because in recent big games, he's been a bit quiet, hasn't he? Apart from like the odd game here and there. Like obviously the derby day and that. But he's started getting more big game goals than that. Because like last year he was doing it consistently. This year's been a bit hit and miss. So he's starting getting involved more. Because I feel like a lot of the time, like centre backs just try and press him to death, and you can't get out of it. He needs to start fighting back. So before, just keep fight back, rough up. Because I tell you right, I've watched Saliba a fair bit. I'm like, he doesn't like getting irritated, getting pestering him.
No,
Haaland will do that. Haaland will annoy the hell out of him. Just move around and make a look around for you, like Van Dijk did as well.
Yeah,
it's just that kind of like sort of because that obviously I think Virgil's a better player as Saliba, but Saliba's obviously a good upcoming defender. I think this will be one of those games where that battle will be huge. It's gonna be one of the big points of the game where I think it will come down to who is like most consistent scoring or just sort of solid at the back. Because I think if Arsenal to get a draw this game, they'll actually will take that. I'll take a draw. I think they will. I think
they'd take anything but a loss.
That's why I said we've got to win. I think win 3-1. I think win 3-1. I think
I hope you're right.
I hope I am too, but I feel that if we just start the game we did last time, start fast, score early, no screwing about and can't score, get early goal, get the ground pumping, and get a second. Yeah. Don't sit back on it, go for it. Make them have to work their asses off to get a bloody goal against us. Make it hard for them. But yeah, Sunday. Oh god, it's gonna be weeks of this.
It's going to be a long week. Not even a long season, just a long week.
Week, yeah.
Bank holiday though, lads. Just have a drink. Have a drink.
Monday
at least if we lose, we don't have to go into work the next day.
Yeah, the dark, crying. Although we win on the piss, so otherwise. But yeah, hopefully episode 5 will be in good spirits. The big win.
Hopefully it's a happy one. Yeah.
I'm sure it will be, but we'll see what happens. Say, obviously, you two will be out of the game on Sunday. I wish I could, but money and all that kind of stuff. Also, tickets for that physical game are hard to get. Like, trying to even get one, it's like prices are ridiculous. People get them up that quickly, or you're just looking at paying like £100 for it. No, I don't do that myself. It's just, especially nowadays, how much tickets cost. I'd rather just, I'll try and get a flexi ticket next year, if possible.
Yeah,
if possible. Yeah, if possible. Well, if actually let them release tickets next year, obviously, but we'll see. We'll see on that front if they allow us to buy some tickets next year. Probably not, but
if I find anything out on that, I'll let you know anyway. So
yeah, that's fine. But we'll just have to sort of see what happens. Yeah, but as I say, Sunday's huge. Is it sold out Sunday? I imagine
yes.
It is.
Yeah.
Cool.
As far as I'm aware.
Good. Because I mean, this is one of those games where we need everyone. Everyone needs to be up for it. And sure we will be.
Absolutely.
But very much guys watching the video. Episode 4. 4 episodes in, or about a month in now to actually doing this now, roughly, which is mad. I'm already. Bloody hell. But no, it's honestly, we love to obviously bring you these. It's great. Obviously, we're trying to diversify. Obviously, a bit more on the channel. Update the logos and that, and also you'll start seeing more additions to the start of the videos. Now, it's getting more professional.
We're getting there. Big shout out to the company that did the logo for us as well. Got to give them a shout out. My friend I work with. She's been tagged on the Twitter feed. Don't forget to follow us lot as well down here.
Don't forget to use the hashtag.
Yes.
Of course.
Not in my lifetime.
Yes.
And you'll find us. And if you've got any questions, fire them to us because we like bringing you this. So
we do. And hopefully next day we decided to record it. If probably Monday, depending on the free, but we'll see what happens. Probably Monday. It'd be best to do it on Monday. On Monday, but yeah,
bit of daylight here and hand.
Oh, definitely. A few beers to celebrate. Absolutely.
We just live stream it in the pub garden.
Might as well. Yeah.
We'll do that in the summer. That's a summer thing. We'll do that in the summer. Live stream it in the pub garden when England are on.
Yeah. That'd be good.
We'll need to drown our sorrows when England are on.
No, Henderson again. No.
Henderson, Rice, and Phillips in midfield.
That's June. Get me through this first. Jesus, more at once.
No, Mainu's playing tonight, isn't he? I just started thinking.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes, he's playing tonight. And right now I'm like, go what? I don't really give a shit. I'm Arsenal. Matt's more than England right now. So I'm like, screw Tuesday. As long as no one gets injured, I'm fine. So just get to Sunday and just get it over with.
Yeah.
Because I know the nerves are going to start kicking in towards the weekend. Because right now I'm fine, but towards Friday I'm like, okay, right, here we go. But now, when we start seeing all the conferences of Pep, coming out and all the team news, when it really starts getting serious, then hopefully it'll be a good one.
Hopefully we don't have a situation like the Champions League final when we found out Sterling was playing instead of Rodri.
Let's not go down that rabbit hole, eh?
Can't do
no. That's the video for today. We'll discuss that game.
Yeah.
I know it's in the past now. I never watched Champions League, but as a discussion about it, because a lot of glory on that, and yeah, weird day that was. But thank you watch the video, guys. Episode 4, watch you on the fine Tuesday evening when it's dark out there anyway. But yeah, episode 4 is done. We'll be back next week for episode 5, discussing the Arsenal game and probably obviously the Villa game on the Wednesday as well that week. And we'll see you guys then. Take care.
Let's see if we can get to 40 subs by the end of that week.
Of course. Subs. Peace.
Say 50.
Let's do it.
Yeah. 50. Why not? 50. We'll do it. See you
liking,
guys.
Subscribing, sharing. Do it. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. Cheers, guys.
See you later, mate.
Thanks. Next time.